Hello everyone. Every year, hope, ambition and dreams fill thousands of young Malaysians who have walked across the graduation stage, degrees in hand, ready to grow and contribute when they step into the real world after university. But in reality, many people got hit harder than expected. Why is this happening? What are the real challenges that they are faced? And the most important is, what should we do? So, in this documentary, we uncover the problem and issues of fresh graduate and employment in Malaysia. Here are some issues in Malaysia that are related to this topic. First, mismatch of educational qualification and job requirements. According to the Age Malaysia 2023, degrees in field which lack demand in the job market can lead into the unemployment of fresh graduates. Industries that require technical training like engineering or specialized skills like IT or health science are the shortage of the qualified workers. What graduates can offer and what employer needs already creates a gap. 2. The over-education problem. Struggle to find suitable role happen to the high-level degrees like Master or PhD mentioned in the article from the Star in March 2024. The labour market doesn't offer enough position that requires such qualification. It's underutilized their potential and give them frustration because they got paid with a low paid salary and low skill of job. 3. Lack of experience for practical work. The article from Academica says it can make them less prepared for demand the workplace. They are not always integrated into the formal education programs, while part-time job and internship can give a valuable exposure. Industry requirement and academic training contributes to the challenge in graduate unemployability.
Good morning, and my name is Aimi Amani. Today I'll be presenting the latest statistic on fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. As of 2023, Malaysia recorded a total of 5.7 million graduates. From this figure, 85.7% were actively participating in the labour force, indicating a strong level of engagement among graduates. Looking at the trend over recent years, the graduate unemployment rate in 2022 stood at 3.7%. This marks a slight but positive improvement from 4.1% in 2021. Among the 5.06 million graduates in the labour force in 2022, approximately 65.6% were employed in skilled occupations. Meanwhile, the total number of unemployed graduates was 187,800, a 5.5% decrease compared to the previous year. However, a significant concern remains with fresh graduates, particularly those under the age of 25. According to the Department of Statistics, the unemployment rate for this age group reached 17.6% in 2023. This affects approximately 72,100 young graduates, a figure that highlights the ongoing challenges they face in securing employment. For a broader perspective, Malaysia's overall unemployment rate as of February 2025 was 3.1%, with 529,600 individuals unemployed nationwide. In conclusion, while we are seeing some improvement in overall graduate employment, the data shows that younger graduates continue to face a relatively high unemployment rate, a critical area that may require more targeted policy responses. Thank you. I'll now present an overview of major salary trends for the year 2024 based on the latest available data. To begin with, the median monthly salary for workers across Malaysia in 2024 was 2,844 ringgit. However, this figure was significantly higher in the capital, with Kuala Lumpur recording a median salary of 4,256 ringgit. When we look at formal sector employment, data from the Department of Statistics Malaysia in 2025 shows that about 60% of employees in the formal sector were covered in wage-related reports, which are released on a quarterly basis. One key finding in the 2024 salary landscape is the strong link between work experience and wage growth. Here's how salary progression typically looks across different experience levels. With 2 to 5 years of experience, workers earn approximately 32% more than entry-level employees. At 5 to 10 years, salaries rise by around 36%. For those with 10 to 15 years of experience, there's a 21% increase. At 15 to 20 years, the boost slows slightly to 14%. And for those with more than 20 years of experience, salaries will grow, though at a more modest rate of 9%. These patterns clearly highlights how wages in Malaysia tend to increase steadily with experience, though the rate of growth begins to taper off in the later stages of a career. Now, I'd like to share some key insights on fresh graduate employment in Malaysia, highlighting both the improvements and the ongoing challenges. According to data from the Department of Statistics Malaysia in 2023, the graduate unemployment rate had dropped to 3.4%. This means that over 96% of graduates in the labour force were employed, a positive sign of recovery and improved job market obsession. However, underemployment remains a major issue, although around 67.6% of employed graduates were in skilled occupations. Many fresh graduates still found themselves working in roles that were below their qualifications or unrelated to their field of study. In terms of salary, fresh degree holders generally earn between 2,000 ringgit Malaysia and 3,500 ringgit Malaysia per month. Meanwhile, those with master's or PhD qualification typically receive between 5,000 ringgit Malaysia and 10,000 ringgit Malaysia. Although these higher figures were mostly applicable to postgraduates with several years of experience, this figure indicates that while employment rates are improving, challenges such as job mismatch and starting salary expectations still affect many young graduates entering the workforce. Thank you.
Hello everyone, today I will talk about the reason why fresh graduates in Malaysia face unemployment. We will look at three main areas. First, individual factors. Second, labour factors. And lastly, organisation factors. Individual factors are about the graduate themselves. Many fresh graduates have good theoretical knowledge but lack practical skills or real work experience that employers want. Also, some graduates have poor communication and soft skills like difficulty in speaking clearly or working with others. This makes it hard to them to get jobs. Next, labour market factors are about the job market and economy. When the economy slows down or goes into recession, business have fewer jobs to offer. There are too many graduates but not enough jobs, so competition is very high. Technology changes fast, and sometimes graduates do not have the skills needed for new job. Lastly, organizational factors. Finally, organizational factors are about the companies. Some companies do not have enough training or internship program to help fresh graduates learn and grow. Also, some companies prefer to hire graduates from certain university or specific fields. This can make it harder for other graduates to get jobs.
Hi everyone, today we're going to explore 4 powerful strategies to reduce unemployment among students. With job market changing rapidly, bridging the gap between education and unemployment has never been more important. The World Economic Forum 2023 reports only 45% of employees feel graduates are job ready. To fix this, we need real work embedded into coursework. When students work on actual business challenges, they build skills. Employee, the Journal of Education and Work 2022 found such student has 35% higher job placement rates. Second, we must expand upskilling and reskilling programs. Today's job market skills like AI, data analytics, and cybersecurity, yet many graduates fall short. McKinsey 2023 says 87% of companies face digital skills gap. Short course and micro-credentials can bridge this. According to Harvard Business Review 2023, companies offering reskilling saw a 25% rise in productivity. Third, let's promote graduate entrepreneurships. With fewer jobs, self-employment becomes a smart alternative. The Global Entrepreneurship Monitor 2022 shows 40% of Southeast Asian youth prefer starting their own business if supported. Support like microfunding, mentorship, and incubators can help. The Journal of Small Business Management 2021 found university incubation boosts startup survival by 60% over 3 years. Finally, we need better guidance and job matching. According to UNESCO 2021 notes that 30% of graduates are under employment or working outside their field. Strong career centers, early planning, and AI-powered platform can fix this. The Journal of Career Development 2023 found students using these services were twice as likely to land suitable jobs within 6 months.
As I conclude, I like to address a critical concern. Unemployment among fresh graduates in Malaysia remains a serious challenge. Despite improving employment statistics, many young graduates continue to face underemployment, often working in roles that do not match their qualifications or potential. This issue is driven by several key factors: skill mismatch between what graduates learn and what industries require, a lack of practical experience, and the rapid pace of change in today's job market, especially with the rise of digital and gig economy trends. To truly overcome these challenges, Malaysia needs to take bold and coordinated action. This includes strengthening collaboration between industry and academia, expanding upskilling and reskilling opportunities, encouraging entrepreneurship among youth, and improving career guidance starting from secondary and tertiary education. Only through these strategic efforts can we unlock the full potential of our graduates and ensure a more resilient, competitive, and inclusive future for our nation. Thank you.